It has been 2.5 years since the start of the COVID-19 pandemic. Education, like so many things in our lives, has changed quite a bit during this time. Remote learning became much more common. And while some students didn't like it, others thrived. And it's the latest example that not all students learn the same way. Good evening, and thank you for joining us. I'm Pat Callahan. Amanda Hill is off tonight. Alternative education programs are catching on in some parts of Maine, and they're putting a focus on social and emotional well-being for students. News Center Maine's Sam Olson reports.
Alternative ed in Maine comes in many shapes and sizes.
And a different approach to education. Summit Academy is an alternative education high school in Holton that serves 3 school districts in the area. One teacher says its strength is its size, having only 30 kids and 5 staff.
That ratio makes it so that we know and understand our kids.
And that's a common trend for many programs throughout the state. The president of Maine's Alternative Education Association says one reason he sees students enroll in alternative education most is they feel lost in larger school settings, and this environment focuses on making connections.
I try to take the approach of every one of them, if that was my son or daughter sitting across.
Summit Academy senior Erica Dunn says after her first semester of traditional high school, she knew a large school environment was not a good fit for her.
Because I have really bad anxiety, and it makes me really overwhelmed in public settings. And I was getting bullied, so this was like a better option.
A better option for her. Holmes estimates around 80% of Maine high schools have some type of alternative ed program. He says he expects that number to grow after the pandemic brought attention to kids' social and emotional well-being. At Brewer Schools, staff are now offering an online program that can be personalized for the individual needs of high school and middle school students.
We discovered that there were some really good things about the online learning for certain kids. They really thrived with that. They liked working at their own pace. They liked kind of setting up their own schedule.
And not one alternative education program across the state is the same, yet they all have the same mission: to help students succeed. I'm Sam Olson, News Center, Maine.
And these experts say some next steps for alternative education will be to explore inequities because not all students have access to programs throughout the state.